When the headlights on your vehicle are not shining brightly, it can be a safety hazard and get you into trouble with the law as well. Jim Champion, the auto guy, tells us the best ways to polish those dull headlights.
If your headlights have become dull and discolored, it's time to bring them back to life. That dullness is not only ugly, it can be unsafe on the road. That's because the light from the bulb inside can't come through, reducing your visibility at night. The exterior of the headlight degrades over time, and that's what appears as a dull film on the front. That part of the plastic lens needs to be sanded down to remove the dull outer layer, then polished to a clear finish. There are a lot of products on the market for doing the job, or you can just have a shop do it for you. If you choose to do the job yourself, follow the instructions to prevent damaging your vehicle. The first step is to clean the headlight and surrounding area thoroughly and dry. Follow this up by protecting the area around the headlight with masking tape to prevent damage. There are two methods for sanding the face of the headlight depending on how badly the headlight is dulled. The easiest is wet sanding by hand, which can be used for light damage. Starting with 1000 grit sandpaper, the outside of the lens is sanded until it's perfectly smooth. Keep the lens and sandpaper wet by using a spray bottle, which will make the sanding easier, and remove the sanding sludge as you go. Headlights that are really bad will require a lot more work, but a tool such as a drill or a small sander with a proper adapter will make the job much easier. Wipe the surface from time to time to check your progress, working your way up to 3000 grit and finally 5000 grit sandpaper. You're done when the entire headlight has a light hazy appearance and is perfectly smooth. Next will be the final polishing steps, starting with the scratch removing compound on a special buffing pad. The headlight is polished until the haze is removed and the lens is clear. Follow that up with a protectant product to keep the lens shining bright. As you can see, there's a huge difference now between this headlight and this headlight that we didn't do. We charge about 30 bucks a headlight to do it in the shop, but you can try to do it yourself. Just make sure you check reviews and things to make sure the product you're buying is actually going to work for you. One thing I would tell you is if you see a product that's supposed to just be able to be wiped on and wiped off and everything's absolutely perfect, is not going to work as good as they say. Like anything else, anything that sounds too good to be true usually is. For Channel 6 News, I'm Jim Champion, the auto guy.
Good advice there. If you would like to ask Jim Champion a question, you can always send your suggestions directly to him. His email address is jim@charliegraham.com.